Marcus Murray.
That's to meet you where you've been. Magic, madness, heaven, sin, forever. That's to meet you where you've been. Magic, madness, heaven, sin, reckless. That's to meet you where you've been. Magic, madness, heaven, sin, forever. That's to meet you where you've been. Magic, madness, heaven, sin,
Marcus Murray.
reckless. That's to meet you where you've been. Magic, madness, heaven, sin, forever. That's to meet you where you've been. Magic, madness, heaven, sin, reckless. That's to meet you where you've been. Magic, madness, heaven, sin, forever. That's to meet you where you've been. Magic, madness, heaven, sin.
HelloFresh is also an owner of Factor. So Factor is pre-made meal plans. If you don't like to cook your own meals with HelloFresh, you can use the link in my comment section and you can pick your meals from Factor. In the link, you get some free meals as well. So if you guys don't want to take the time to go ahead and cook the meals like I did with HelloFresh, you can go ahead and order your own meals through Factor. The meals are amazing. They have breakfast, they have protein shakes, they have smoothies. So if you guys want to use Factor, go ahead and hit that link in the comment section. It's amazing. Go ahead and make sure you click that link, get you some Teej Hanley, and support the Media Man YouTube channel, and also support Teej Hanley.
Chris Murray.
What's going on? Welcome back to another Media Man Live on this great Saturday afternoon. I'm excited to be here. This show was definitely by request. You know, I'm laughing because I see y'all comments. I looked in the comments, you know, the community posts, and there was a lot of guys that was saying she doesn't bother me. But I promise you this, I get at least 2 to 3 videos of hers every week on Instagram from different men, sometimes the same guys, and they all have issues with this woman. So it's very funny. And I don't, you know, I believe you guys. If you say that she don't bother you, cool. And we're talking about the Sprinkle lady, Shira 7, in her message that she sells to young and older women. But if you're one of the guys that's saying that she doesn't bother you, I believe you. But I promise you this, there are more men than not that do not like this woman. And I showed you the screenshots. I could show you far more than that of how many videos I get sent of hers every week. No lie, especially when she instructed Black women not to date Black men at 22 years old or whatever, or something like that. I got so many, the same video from at least 10 to 12 dudes, right? And I've talked about this woman beforehand, and not necessarily in depth, but the first time that I came across her information, I mean, it was funny, you know, and to be perfectly honest, some of it was spot on, but the majority of it was kind of crazy. And it's just shocking to me that there are literally young and old women who see this woman as a godsend. No lie, right? And somebody was like, yeah, man, she practices witchcraft or something like that. I'm like, man, I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. My mom left me some anointing oil. I'm good to go, man. So I think I'm okay to fight the witchery that may come with this review. But like I said, some of the stuff, I agree with the guys, and also some other things I disagree with. And we're gonna discuss everything. I have a bunch of compilation videos of this woman, and we're gonna break them down. And also, I want to see where the men's heads are at in regards to what she's saying, right? And we definitely gonna talk about it. I can't wait. I'm excited to get into this. We got 101 people in the building. Please make sure the likes mirror that. But before we get started, let me go ahead and acknowledge Dante Bryant, who I promise Dante Bryant has probably been the first show sponsor for at least 10 live streams. And your contributions, brother, do not go unnoticed. Promise you that. And I just, it makes me happy to know that you rock with the content and you continue to support the platform, man. And I'm, it's my pleasure to make you the show sponsor, the first show sponsor of today's live stream. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. He said, Brother Double M, what's going on? Blessings to you and your family, good brother. And my man JT Coin Rings, it would not be a show if JT wasn't here. So thank you, brother, with the 199 super chat. Say hello, media man in chat. Absolutely, man. I know JT gonna have the chat bumping. I can't wait to get into it, man, because I promise you, a lot of guys are bothered by this woman. So but I'm a silly guy, man, and that's probably one of the main reasons why I can't do panel shows, because some of the most outlandish stuff, I'm gonna start laughing. I'm not Theo Coop. Shout out to Theo Coop and the Do Better podcast. He posted a video he did a reaction to a video from the whatever podcast. And there was, man, when I tell you this woman was morbidly obese and she was calling herself a 10. There was another woman on there. I couldn't do it, man. I'm too silly. I'm sorry, man. I know y'all be like, man, you need to go on this channel. And I'm like, brother, I don't have much to say. Like, I just see what I see, and I'm going to start laughing. So it's funny. Look at that. We got Levinsky Berry. He was the first one in the chat. Appreciate it, good brother. Thank you. When this live stream started, thank you. And we got Waltman. He said, howdy, this lady doesn't bother me, but she's guiding women into an Ebony K. Williams lifestyle. Listening to her will keep you single, in my opinion. Yeah, man, and I agree. But my question to you is, Waltman, are you willing to fight that battle with the women that are listening to her? Are you willing to spend your hard-earned time trying to convince them women otherwise? That's the question that a lot of men have to ask, and some of the gripes that a lot of guys have. So I've heard this before. She's leading women down the wrong path. And I get that. But who's going to take the time to sit there and try and educate these women when the information is already out there? They believe that what she's saying is true. And the same thing that goes for spaces such as mine. Some of the things I have my opinions on certain issues, and some people believe me. They follow what I say. And, and I do the same with some of the stuff that I read, some of the scholars that I've studied. Yeah. So it's kind of the same thing. So my personal opinion is that, black men, men in general, need to make, take those lemons and make lemonade. Shout out to Beyonce. But yeah, because those women are useful to the group. And I told you guys, I understand that we have this narrative of, you need to discard women who do this and this. I'm the complete opposite. If you guys been following my channel, I know how to slot women. And I want you guys to understand how to do that as well. It's certain things that women do that you just don't have to deal with. And, and those women will be slotted either into wives or other things. And you determine what's bin they go into. If it's the other things, if a woman is spitting that foolery, from the sprinkle lady, then hey, put her in the other things category. Useful to the group. That's how I see it. No woman can make you do something that you're not willing to do. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. You can, say, hey, I'm not going to mess with those women. Okay, cool. But how would you know? until they start talking and start presenting you with these demands that she's telling them to ask for. And then you decide what you're going to do. You know, some guys, they like, hey, this woman is pretty. And if she asking me for $100 just to sit there and text her, I'm going to go ahead and pay that fee just so I can get close to her. You may be a simp, but that's your decision. So, hey, let's cook. Sean Rush said, what up, though? Glad to finally catch a live meeting, man. It's been a while. Oh, man, you good, brother. Glad to see you here. And we got Passport Bro extraordinaire Jay Fleming in the building. He said, my brother, let's go. What's going on, good brother? How you? Blessings. Blessings, as always. Let's see. Ren McKinley said, nope, she doesn't bother me one bit. I want her to keep giving women her advice. I want them to follow every single step she says. I'm good over it. Like I said, man, who has the time to be trying to? I mean, and I think the women in these spaces, you know, the ones that understand logic, I think they do a good job of explaining to women where this is going to end up. So the information is out there. And at that point, it's really nothing you can do. If she's telling them women to sit in hotels and to look for rich dudes, then if they think it works, and I got some examples, some of the women think it works. So we're going to talk about it. So, yeah, we can't wait. Let's see here. Mad Dollars Gaming. What's going on? Said this woman does not bother me. A fish cannot tell me how to catch fish. I'll learn from a fisherman. Like I said, man, yeah, you get it. You get it. Pie May, who? I'm not bothered by foolishness, but it's sad that she is misleading her followers. I get it, man. Joshua Richards, smash the like button. People, thank you, brother. We got 133 folks in the building. Let's see here. Mr. Donnie Max said, okay, so who's going to make a run for the discount chocolate and sweet sprinkle? That's funny. And we got Reese Johnson in the building. My man, what's going on, brother? There we go. Let's see here. And we got Sir Anthony. What's going on, man? Good to see Sir Anthony in there. I always recognize the profile with the yellow background. Good to see you here, brother. He says, salute to Meaty Man in the chat. Always good to see my man Sir Anthony in the building. I know you're going to have that chat going because I got some videos for y'all asses. Leon 008 with the $5 super chat. What's going on, brother? Said, Meaty Man, I let my woman talk because all they got is me. They ain't going nowhere to go. They ain't got nowhere to go. Just talking, and I'm just happy. Just tapping my XO Hennessy bottle. Absolutely. My homeboy drinks that XO Hennessy. He lives in the UK. And yeah, the whole time that I visited him out there, that's damn near all I drank. That's pretty good, man. Very smooth. So you got good taste, brother. Lamar White, what's going on, brother? He said, salute to you, Meaty Man, in the chat. Absolutely, man. Yeah. Ryan Beneby, he said, hey, I'm already laughing. I'm silly, man. I'm sorry. It's not necessarily what she's saying, because I get it. Sheba 7 is getting paid off her message, you know, and her line is to say that I'm not a relationship coach. I'm a financial advisor. So, hey, it is what it is. But my thing, what's the funniest is that the reactions, the women saying that, oh man, I followed her advice, and I'm a results type of guy. I'm like, well, what is her advice, following her advice, getting you? Because from the majority of the videos that I've seen, none of the women were married. I think they're talking about either getting a rich man to this is three things that I learned from the reaction videos of the women that support her. They'll say that I went to a hotel and, rich men were talking to me. They came up, they initiated conversation. I grabbed a couple of numbers. They maybe paid for a drink or whatever, right? The second thing is that I learned that I don't think the goal is necessarily marriage, even though Sheba 7 says, hey, this is how you want to get a rich man, so you can get married and you can retire and live off of him. She says that, but for the majority of the women that respond to her content, I don't think that's the priority. I think the priority is gifts. And like I said, this works directly into the favor of men of means, or men who have their stuff together, because you determine what you're going to give and what you're not. And we're going to go into it a little bit further, but yeah, I learned a lot of things. So let's see here. Who else we got? Too Fast, Too Furious. What's going on? Good evening, my man. What's going on, brother? How you? See, E Love, what's going on? Her followers need to be finding somebody to take them in. Yeah, and that somebody is men. So who holds the power? And that's why I don't understand why guys are so upset about Sheba's message, because there's millions of women that have messages similar to her. But hers is the one that just caught on. But I'm like, the ultimate goal is for these women that she's teaching to land a man, right? So who holds the power? And I mean, and I, women can, argue amongst themselves, the women who like her, but that's the truth. And to be perfectly honest, the majority of women don't have the feminine guile to even put those, teachings or whatever into play. They don't know how to be feminine to sway or woo a man to become his muse to the point where he'll invest in her long term in the form of marriage. They don't understand that this soft life stuff is new. They're just going off of what they hear. I'm gonna buy a couple of luxury bags that I cannot afford. I'm gonna sit into some, brunch restaurants. I'm gonna dress nice, and they think that that's all it takes to grab or snag a rich man or a well-to-do man, and it's not, because it takes, for as long as it took for the modern women to get to the place that they are now in regards to their attitudes, and particularly black women, it's going to take that long to undo that, if they're even willing to undo it. Because I don't think they are. I think they're content, take me as I am narrative, with being who they are and seeing that they can grab a rich man based off of the attitude that they currently have. And that's not going to get it. And this may be educational for women as well. It's a tough situation for the women who listen to her, because it sounds good. And also, you have to be attractive, mind you, because, and I didn't put the majority of women that I saw, but the majority of the women, the gym would help to be, to be, frank. Maybe not coming on camera with bonnets and talking about dusties, that may help. Maybe get your teeth fixed, clean the room that you're talking from. That can help, because there was a lot of women that was saying, yeah, Sheba 7 she's the best, and I'm gonna use her message. And I know beauty is, subjective or whatever, but yeah, I've seen a lot. So everybody follows her message. And granted, there were some attractive young women that were making videos of hers, but for the majority, these women were, slightly older, out of shape, but they like Sheba 7. So have at it. Well, man, Sir Anthony with the $5 super chat. Thank you, brother. No comments or questions. Thank you, brother. And we got D320KG with the $4.99 super chat. The only time she's triggered me was when she said about not dating young black men when young. Yeah, and that's what it is. And that was the one that that a lot of guys sent me. But I mean, black women don't have room to be picky like that, bro. And they understand this, but they just want to admit it in public because they don't want men to be right. I mean, it's like, from what I learned about, swirling and divestment or whatever, it seems like the women who are trying to do this, they're somewhat trying to threaten black men with the idea of them swirling. I have options on the other side. I could just date out. They never say marry, they say date out. And it seems like they're trying to threaten black men with this idea that this mass of black women are just going to be able to snag a white man or a non-black man to marry them or to date them. To date, yes, you can date non-black men all day. And, the statistics show that. I always refer to the Dating Divide book. Yeah, non-black men are always open to date black women, have sex with black women, have, black women have their children. But for the majority, they never marry them. And we just did the new statistics. You know what I'm saying? It's literally what did the number come out to? I just put the post up there. It was what? How many white men marry black women? Where did that number go? Hold on. It was 3.7. Out of the total black female population, only 3.7 black women are married to non-black men. And that number is even lower when it's white men. I believe the last time I checked, out of that 3.7, only 2% are married to white men. So I don't know where this threat is coming from, because it doesn't matter. And I don't know if our women understand that. I honestly don't. Because black men, I don't see black men threatening to leave. They're just able to date and or marry out. And it shows in the numbers. Double the amount, of black men, married to non-black women. So they're just able to do it. So there's no threat there. Black men know, but black women, on the other hand, have a lot of work to do. And that's what comes with being a little bit more feminine, and not necessarily for black men. I'm talking about for all men. And that seems to escape them on every black female-led podcast. They talk about dating out and swirling, but that's not up to you. That's up to the guys who are you are trying to divest to. They have to accept you. So, I mean, if they would approach it from that aspect and understand that, yeah, man, we don't make that decision, the men do. They have to decide to marry you. And I know I harp on this a lot, but I just wish that these women will understand that. That's not your decision. So, let's see here. Who else we got? Ali, what's going on, man, with the $7 super chat? Thank you, brother. So, welcome back, bro. I'm tuning in. Thank you, man. I'm good to see you here. See here, and we got John Henry with the $10 super chat. He says Shera 7's message is effective for delusional, contentious women who don't realize their level of attraction isn't equal to hers, but her words make them believe their actions will bring them success. And like I said, believe. So they go out there on the dating market, and this may last for 10, 15 years of these women trying to follow her teachings. But at that point, that's not a man's job to educate them, because there's so much information out there telling them how this is going to end. Even other women are telling them. And the other women are doing a great job of explaining it thoroughly, very thoroughly. But it's up to them not to listen. And if they don't listen, then it's really nothing you could do. But if you come across one of these women, I'm going to tell you how to navigate it. You know me. Let's see here. Too Fast, Too Furious. Oh, yeah. Can someone explain me about Dusty? Man, brother, I had the go ahead and Google Urban Dictionary and type in Dusty. I gave the example, but basically anybody can be a Dusty. If you disagree with women, you're a Dusty. If you disagree with black women, you're a Dusty, right? Even if you have money. Typically, it was supposed to be for men who are broke. But from what I've gathered, by doing a little bit of research on this, any man who has an issue with whatever women are doing, black women in particular, then you're going to be considered a Dusty. I've been called Dusty on my platform. Yeah. So anybody can be Dusty. Me and International Quiet Storm, we joke about this all the time. Every time, like I'll be in a different country, I was in Switzerland. And he was like, yeah, man, you Dusty over there in Switzerland. It's funny, man. So just take it as a joke. Of course, it's a shaming tactic. But, yeah, man, anybody can be deemed a Dusty if you get out of pocket with the women that you're somewhat going against. It's hilarious. So, yeah, Dante Bryant said with the $5 super chat says, stop sugarcoating, brother. Be as blunt with these women as they will be with us. Oh, and I got something to talk. Hold on. Let me get to the last. We get all the super chats. Let me tell y'all something, man. Yeah, look at Jason. Shout out to the Dusties. Yeah, success. Christopher Sterling. Successful black men are Dusties. So yes. Oh man, John here with the $5 super chat said, time for the black male delegation to step back and allow this perceived black girl magic to rescue them for this BS of their own making. Yeah, man, like I said, this is not to try and sway them otherwise. This is basically for you guys, you know, from what I learned from watching her. You know, my issue is not necessarily with her, because we know that she's teaching women kind of some crazy stuff. The issue is with how men respond. And that's why I did this live stream, because I told you guys before, you know, at the beginning of the show, I get sent her videos all the time, to the point that in my Explorer page on the top right, after I view her, you know, video that I've been sent, it's right there. It's always a she said. Y'all think I'm lying. Let me hold on. Let me see if it'll pop up. Look at this. Look. Keith Lee. Look at Shira 7 right there. Right there. That's how many videos I get sent of hers. So that's why I'm having this conversation with the guys. Let me get there. Yeah, so I just wanted to be clear, man. I've been putting this off, but hey, we gonna cook. Scuba Gooden Jr. That's a cold name. Scuba Gooden Jr. With the $10 super chat, I've seen videos where women admit that they know they have to be more feminine and submissive with non-black men. There's an automatic underlying disrespect for it. Oh yeah, man. That was one of my top view videos on my channel. I have a whole video about that. You know, I needed proof and I found it. So yeah, man, you ain't lying. Let's see here. Let's see. Adrian Roberson said they call everything Dusty. It's not real. Definitely, it's not real. Definitely. Yeah, man, everything is Dusty, man. So it's oh man. Let's see here. Let's see who we got. Let me get one more. We got African Repat. Said, looking sharp. Appreciate that, brother. Good to see you here, man. And we got new King God. What's going on, brother? He said, it's good. It's my first live stream. I'm glad I finally caught you. Oh, man, welcome, brother. Appreciate it. So, man, look, who said something about being as direct with these women as they would with us? Man, I'm going to tell y'all like this. If y'all brothers send me, one more goddamn video of this damn balloon show, hey, I'm gonna flip out on y'all boys. I've got so many videos of some balloon show where they have women up there, and no, they have as a man will come out, and as soon as he come out, the women will pop the balloons, pop the balloons as to say that they don't like the guy, and then after the balloons are popped, he has to go talk to the. I'm pretty sure I'm describing it like y'all ain't seeing this foolery, but me and my girl was watching this after y'all sent me a couple videos, and I was like, I thought the premise of the show was to like toughen the men's skin up by the way the women were talking about them, degrading them, insulting them. I thought that was the point of the show, and we were sitting there watching, and we both said it was like, man, are they supposed to be insulting these men like this? And we continuously watched the videos, and that's not the point of the show. The point of the show is, I guess, to make a connection, but the women take it upon themselves to degrade these men publicly online. And I didn't know that was, dog, it took me like 3-4 videos to get it. And these men, I think it was one guy was an electrician, you know, and it was some very successful men there. And I was like, why are these, you know, and I was just sitting there. It was like kind of getting a bird's eye view as to what men have been saying in these spaces for a while now. And if there are any women that were unsure about why men have the gripes that they have about the dating market, if you watch that balloon show, you understand why. So there is no reason for y'all to be sitting there questioning, well, why men have so many issues with the women today. Go watch the Balloon Show. And on top of that, go watch Kendra G's show as well. Right? That Balloon Show puts things into perspective as to, show you that women don't necessarily pick the guys who are stable. They talk down to men just like it's nothing. Like they're just, you know what I'm saying? Like they're just the biggest, baddest person in the world, to the point that I thought that was the intent of the show, to down talk the men. And the men are so respectful for the majority. It was, I think it was one guy. He was kind of wild. I think it was the dentist. But the majority of the guys are so respectful, trying to be nice. Even when they say, the woman may be slightly overweight, they try and be as cool and calm as possible, while the women are just tearing these dudes down. So that's why I said, y'all don't send me no more of them damn videos, because I thought that was the purpose of the show. And it's just being modern women being modern women. So Lord have mercy. Have y'all seen this? Let me see in the comments if I'm tripping. Hold on. Oh, we got a super chat. My bad. Rich Turner, what's going on? $10 super chat said just lifted off LAX to Denver. And first class being Dusty and Dust we trust. Say we got to get that on the shirt, man. Hey, safe travels to you, brother. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by, man. Let's see here. Mr. G Rap said average at best, woman trying to humiliate average. Man, Lord have mercy. Prince J, they are so mean, brother. I was like, wow. Let's see here. New King God said, you seen that new thing called MDK? It has grown men paying $7,000 to try and become alpha males. It's like a boot camp. What the heck? MDK, Lord have mercy. They got something for everything, man. No, I didn't know that. I did. See here, Afrique NY says the point is to try and talk established top tier men out of their game. Man, I mean, if just imagine if you're a person who just caught the show and you just watching, and you like, man, I think it's to, get men to not be afraid of rejection. That's how we thought it was supposed to be, but no. No, not at all. LJ with the 499 super sticker. Thank you, brother. Good to see you here. Oh my goodness. TJ Patterson said, I just saw a YouTube short about that balloon. Yeah. It's wow. It is wow. Yeah, man. Ren, thank you. Safe travels, brother. And thank you, Jay. Hit that like button. Appreciate it. Thank you, brother. There's our new show sponsor. Let me see. It's Split Jim 56 with the 1999 super chat. He said, Dusty Deuce. Everybody is Dusty, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, man. It's oh man. Everybody is Dusty. If you disagree, you're a Dusty brother. Let me see. Jim 56. Thank you, brother. And I got you. And again, shout out to Dante Bryant for starting it off right. Appreciate it. Let's see here. And who said the way of Yomi says if MDK helps with this simp epidemic, I'm all for it. I'm gonna have to look into this and see how much they $7,000. I'm skeptical. I'll say that much. I'll save my judgment until I get a chance to check this out. Yeah, so we'll leave it at that. So it's maybe a lot of let me go over this. Let's start here because I know y'all seen you've seen the community post. Jesus. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull this up. One second. man. It's not. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. Okay. Oh, I am waiting on this woman. Let me show y'all something real quick. I love getting these comments sometimes. So this woman said, this is off topic, but this was hilarious. This was under the Rebecca Lynn Pope video where she was talking about in Atlanta, all she see is gay men. This young woman right here, she commented, she says, stats are just that. What about the DL men? And I asked her, I said, what about them? If you had to put a percentage on DL black men, how many would you guess? For example, out of 100 black men, how many are gay in DL in your opinion? She hasn't responded yet. So I'm just waiting on that response because I'm ready for the laugh. But the video that she's referring to, it basically shows that there are far more lesbian/gay black women than there are black men. So for her to just jump out the window and say, hey, it's more, the stats not right. It's more gay black men. I'm like, have y'all looked around? Of course, there's more gay or lesbian black women. So it's crazy. But I just wanted to, it was funny to me. But let's go over this real quick. It was a guy, he actually called me sassy because I responded to him. He said he didn't understand these pictures. And they're pretty much self-explanatory. He called me sassy because I didn't explain it right. So let me go ahead and read this. So the sprinkler, this is the women that I saw. They basically say, before sex, you need to invest a large amount of money in me. Man of means, no. Sprinkler, calls him a dusty. That's simple. I don't understand the problem. I don't understand the vitriol and the hate that men are going under that woman Shira 7's post and talking about her about this type of situation. Because again, like I said, guys, no woman can reach in your goddamn pocket and tell you to spend money when you don't want to. You are not married. So yeah. So I just don't see I don't understand the point. It's that simple. If a woman asks you for something and you're not willing to give it, the conversation ends right there. Right? Let me know in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if I'm tripping or not. Right? Oh my goodness. Now, let's see. Let's go to the next one. So, as she tries a different approach. Sprinkler. We just had sex. So now I need you to invest a large amount of money in me. Man of means. Thinks about it. No. Sprinkler. Dusty. And scene. You see how that works? So the reason why I said that is because if the first way doesn't work, if a woman, let's say that, use yourself as an example as a established man, a man of means, right? Woman asks you before sex, I need you to invest a large amount of money in me. You say no, conversation ends there. So the next time she's going to approach the next man of means by thinking, hey, I need to step my game up. So maybe if I give him sex first, then he's going to give me what I want, right? That's where they fail. But anyway, she tries that way. The man of means thinks about it. And again, he says no. And the interaction ends there. Nothing happens. You win as the guy. You leave with a piece of her pussy in your pocket, and she goes back on the dating market looking for another rich man, trying to figure out a way for him to spend money. And the way that they do that, and what I learned from Shira 7, is to do this. You find you an old guy. So the sprinkler, she says to the old guy, before sex, you need to invest a large amount of money in me. The old man of means says, sure, sweet thing. And the sprinkler responds by saying, sprinkle. Because she won, right? So that's why Shira 7 tells these young women to date older men because these men already on their way out the door. They don't give a damn about why that woman is there. They just care that she's there. They get a chance to pump and grind on a young, sweet thing, you know what I'm saying, for a good amount of time. And then if they go ahead and visit that upper room, that's on them. But they don't care about spending money on a young woman or getting married to a young woman because they ain't got that much time left. So in that right, both people win. But the women, the young ladies, they lose in the end because they're the ones that's going to have to go to therapy to get rid of all those issues that they had for dealing with some old man that they wasn't attracted to. And he was sitting there skeeting all up in her just because she wanted to buy a bag or she wanted to be taken care of. That's how these things end. It's very simple. And again, I have to tell you guys, I got something for you. What did I tell y'all about Nate? Huh?
But you ain't did a doggone thing until you stand up in it. But you ain't did a doggone thing until you stand up in
it. Nate don't care. Nate don't care why these women are there. So yes, he will spend a little bit of bread, give you that $40 at $100, maybe even $1,000. He don't care. And it's funny that women think that they do. And also there's a lot of men that think these old men don't know that these women are using them. They know, guys. They just want some fresh young booty. So at that point, they both win. She get the bag, he get the booty. It is what it is. Now, the next part. So, sprinkler. Before sex, you need to invest a large amount of money in me. The simp with money. Okay. Sprinkler. Sprinkle. And one thing that you guys need to understand is that there will never be a shortage of simps. Never. Simps outnumber the aware men. It is what it is, brothers. Right? So these women will always have a safe haven amongst those types of men. And you just going to have to deal with it. All you have to do is make sure you know how to deal with these types of women. Because if you don't put up with it, then they're going to find a simp or they're going to find an older man to get that money if they look the part. That's the biggest thing. Yes, beauty costs. If a woman is feminine, she's, attractive, she will get whatever Sheba 7 is telling her from an older man and or a simp. It is what it is, brothers. Just make sure it's not you. So that's simply how this stuff breaks down. It's not rocket science. And sometimes I get so disturbed because it seems like men don't understand the game, the dating market game. It is a game. And y'all need to be playing it to win instead of sitting there getting upset at what Sheba 7 is saying and just be grateful that you have the opportunity to have social media and you can actually watch these videos and see what she's telling women. Just like women could be watching this, Ninja watching this. It's 289 folks in here. So I'm pretty sure a couple of them are women who may support her, but they know not to get out of pocket because they will get blocked. But they can sit down and listen. And nothing I've said was crazy. It's just simple logic. Right? So yeah, so y'all don't worry about it, man. She's doing what she's supposed to do, just like men do the same things. It's men in these spaces that tell men to do outlandish stuff. And women will watch it and be like, well, that's foolery. Just like y'all look at her stuff and say it's foolery too. But yeah, so it is what it is. Let's see here. I've seen some super chats. My bad, y'all. That was just funny. Let's see. Rich J with the $2 super chat said, putting in order for my In Dust We Trust t-shirt. Hey, I'm going to have to put that in there. And Afrik, my man, we just became a member. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Love the memberships, man. Thank you. And we got Drift Fire in the building with the $2 super chat. He said, how a man call another man sassy. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. He called me sassy because he said I needed clarity and people didn't understand the pictures that I put out there. I went and looked at the community posts and there was nobody confused. These are simple pictures, the same ones that I just showed you guys. And he was like, it wasn't clear enough. I'm like, what? Yeah, I don't know. I don't. Let me see. I missed a couple. And we got young boy. Is that Young Bo 13 with the $10 super chat? Thank you, brother. Say glad to catch you live, sir. Awesome to see more military folk with the great message and good content. 14 years in, and I promote to captain in May. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you. Hey, man. Hey, you doing good things out there, man. Hey, make sure you send me a picture of that, brother, to my email, man, so we can post that. I did the same thing with young Jay Farrell when he joined the Army, right? So, yeah, man, I love to put my military folks on, my military brothers on, and women, mind you. Christopher Stern says, she talking about pops in their 90s. Hey, it don't matter, man. So 70, 80, they don't care, man. They don't care what that young thing there. They just get to lay up on it or stand up in it. They get to stand up in it.
You ain't get a doggone thing until you stand up in it.
Stand up in it. That's all these old men want to do. Shaw Rush with the $20 super chat said, what kind of 52 fake out is this? I mean, if you give her what she wants, you're a trick and a simp. If you don't, you're a dusty. So how is presenting a double negative to her potential prospect supposed to benefit her? Brother, none of this stuff makes sense. We just here to, figure out how to deal with it. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you for the $20 super chat. It is what it is, man. Let's see here. Iceberg Slam with the $4.99 super chat said these bitter bras been extra salty ever since Synthetic G got ran off the YouTube streets. Synthetic G. Is that a real name or I'm tripping? For Iceberg Slam. What I'm missing here? Synthetic G. Yeah, let me know. I'm sorry, man. I may be out of the loop. E-Love said if she's in a bind, you get to write the contract. Yeah. So yeah, you did again. Nate was in a situation. Nate bartered his funds to get what he wanted. Jada didn't have to take that bread from Nate, but she was in a bind. I'm in a bind, Nate. Oh man. Wait, hold on, wait. I'm Omega Dreads Gaming Channel. What's going on, brother? Said, nah, it's a diss on her name. Whose name? Who I'm missing? Dante Brown. He means Cynthia V. The woman Cynthia G. Wait. That's the one that be wilding. Yeah, okay. Her channel got removed. Oh, damn. Jesus. She must say some more wild stuff than what I've heard. So, Lord. Alexander X. What's going on, brother? Hey, Omega Dreads. This is definitely off topic. You're a gaming channel. I think we got somebody else in the gaming platform or channels as well. And you probably know this. I'm one of my favorite video games is Last of Us. Well, two of them. Last of Us, The Last of Us 1 and The Last of Us 2, right? I know y'all are familiar with these games. Brother, I played both of those games and they were amazing. But what really surprised me and shocked me and it scared me to the point in regards to the gaming world is that the infected people with the fungi or whatever, they were still alive inside of their bodies. So they knew what they were doing, but they were out of it because the fungus had got into their brains and was telling them what to do. Because there's one video on YouTube where a content creator actually put one of the walkers or whatever, the runners, like eating a person. And I know this sounds crazy, but they were eating a person and she was saying, I don't want to. And she was crying because she couldn't control it. And I was like, oh my God, what a hell to be in. Knowing that you are still somewhat conscious as a runner, but that fungus is telling you what to do and to eat, and you don't, and you're telling your body, I don't want to. That ain't crazy to y'all. That I was like, oh shoot. I was like, man, that just made the game that much better. Because when you look back, they kind of scream or whatever, but when that woman was eating that person, you could hear her say, I don't wanna. Like, oh man, I was like, that freaked me the hell out. So my goodness, where are you at? Let me see if you. Oh, okay, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. He said, oh yeah, man. Let me see. Omega Dread says it's as cruel a fate as immortality will be, brother. Man, you ain't lying. I was like, man. E-Love said, yeah, I saw that. Their facial expressions showed they were regretful. Yeah, man, it was crazy. I know y'all like, man, this dude is a nerd. I was like, well, yeah, I like some of the games. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's see here. Maria Smith, what's going on, Sad? But if you care about other people, it will make you cringe because you know what's about to happen to these women who are simpletons. I don't get joy seeing and knowing that a fool is on a sinking ship and being encouraged to stay on the boat. Yeah, man. And Maria, like I said, I think the women are doing an amazing job of putting the information out there for these young girls and for the older women, but they just not listening. So at that point, I mean, I'm not sure what women can do. I'm sorry. I don't know. You know, me as a man, of course, especially as a black man in a tie, oh, they definitely ain't listen to me. I'm supposedly dusty. But but yeah, it's wild. It is wild. So Leon 008 with the $5 super chat said, we call this blurring the lines of prostitution. Sex work is sex work. Let's change the verb. Those men are not simps, they are tricks. Ain't nothing wrong. Yeah, like I said, it's the difference between a simp and a trick. Simp don't get nothing. Trick get what he pay for. So, and I mean, it's some, especially some older guys, older men are proud tricks, some of them. So they don't care. They don't care why these women here. It's just funny that the narrative is that women think that they're pulling the wool over these old men's eyes by, thinking that they really love them. I talk to old men all the time. They know exactly what they want. You know what I'm saying? What's that old dude with the glasses a while back talking to his niece? And he was like, man, I don't want no companionship. I want some ass. And he said, I got money. Remember that guy? He don't care. So you really think a young woman gonna come up to this man and convince him that I'm in love with you and I really like your personality? No, he got money and he's willing to spend it. You need this hot 200? Okay, here. Yeah, let me get what I need. It's an even exchange. So I agree with y'all. Quiet Storm, what's going on, brother? Said, don't fall for the reach-back, fellas. These bras are now trying to fake apologize to get your resources. I guess the soft girl era failed miserably. Brother, I seen those videos, and I'm actually reviewing and putting together something for a show because I've seen a lot of women walking back their stance and trying to get on this I understand type narrative, right? And I'm trying to go back to see their old videos so I can kind of link the two, and then we can have a good show. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've definitely been, looking at it. So, and then, and this would be clear if you're new here, this is a Saturday show. So I usually spend a lot of time in the chat. So that's why the super chats are kind of coming in, because Saturday shows are for subscribers. And then also at the end, I'm going to allow the members to come up. So if you're a channel member, you will be able to come up for about 15 to 30 minutes and we could talk about whatever you want to talk about. That's my somewhat gift to being, a member on the channel. But just be clear, if you are a member, be respectful and do not be preoccupied. Do not be in your car. Do not be in a wife beater, no bonnets, no wave caps, all that foolery. Absolutely not. So if you're a member, I always spend a lot of time, on Saturdays. So y'all know what it is. So let's see here. Jay says, don't fall for it. Get your passport. Absolutely. All right. So when I come back, man, I got some words that I need to say before we get into this first Shira 7 video. But we're going to take a short break real quick. So listen to the smooth sounds of Marquise Murray. Make sure y'all support this young brother. And I will be right back. Here we go. All right, let's get back to the show. Thank y'all for sticking with your brother. So before we start, let me get to this. I got some words for y'all because I want to put this on record. So let's get to the monologue portion of the show, guys. So, and this is specifically to the gentleman. If you're angry but not learning from this woman's content, you're wrong. It's a battle of good and evil. Men see themselves as good, and women like that who follow Shira 7 as evil. And you know what? Women who follow Shira 7 see themselves as good, and they see you as evil. So it works both ways, which is the dating market. It is like a game of battleship. Each side is trying to get hits, i.e. money for women and sex for men. Until they sink the other battleship, then you will continue to have this same conversation, right? And I just want to be clear on that. So in these spaces, we kind of tell men the opposite, the exact opposite, mind you. The dating market is just simply a game. And I'm asking you guys, why aren't you playing it as such? Can a woman make you pay for anything that you don't want to pay for? No. So if you're a man of means and one of these sprinkle talk women approach you with some of her teachings, it's up to you to give her what she's asking for. Basically, she's telling women to kick the proverbial ball into your court, which gives you the option to either play or punt the ball right back at her ass. Remember, you have the power. Now, some of the things Shira 7 tells women is actually true. However, she underestimates one thing about women. Their sexual drive. Yes, a rose toy will get women through a lot of lonely nights, but no matter what women say, they will gladly replace that pleasure gadget with the man. And typically, no commitment is required. If you need proof, just go watch a live stream of the Kendra G show. Most of the ladies on her show have all of these high standards, but when it comes to sex with the men that she's aroused by, none of those standards apply. Do you really think a horny ass woman is going to stop a man and say, before we have sex, do you make $100K or more? No. Lastly, some women will follow her advice, but the majority won't because they believe that giving a man sex will get them what they want. And if you're a man of means, excuse me, you understand that you don't earn money to give to women, you earn money to attract women. Once they know that you're doing well, they'll try their best to stick around. And that means by sex, early and often. And once you get what you want, then you decide if you want to invest a little bit of money into this woman. And if she asks for something outlandish, such as, paying a bill, buying bags, jewelry, you determine what you're willing to give. If the answer is no, then you leave with a piece of her pussy in your pocket and she lost. You won. It's all a game until you're ready to stop playing. And also, let me say this. You modern men are actually privileged. We didn't have social media back in the day. And the best thing about Shera 7 is that she's using public platforms to get her message to women, which you have access to. So instead of getting mad, watch the goddamn videos and understand the signs and tactics that she teaches these women and use them to your advantage. You already know that most women aren't doing well for themselves financially. So the majority of them are starving for a man to take care of them. Or in other words, provide a soft life. Most women aren't refined enough to move as a truly elegant woman. So instead of learning how to manipulate a man with their femininity, they come off forceful. For example, there's a woman that's on social media right now that says she tells men, you got to send me $100 Cash App in order to talk to me. Now, what man of means who worked hard for his money is going to pay that fee? That's what simps are for. Not only simps, old simps as well, which is why she tells younger women to date and or marry older men, right? In that scenario, the only one losing is her because like I said before, Nate don't care. Nate don't care why you here. He just cares that you're there. So if he gets to pump and grind on top of a beautiful woman in exchange for his pension plan before he heads up to the upper room, he's fine with that. These younger women are the ones who are going to need therapy for selling themselves to a man that she's not attracted to in order to get a couple of gifts. And at that point, it's not a man's problem. Y'all understand? Okay. I just wanted to put that out there. I want to be very clear on that, man, because I just don't understand the issue when you guys have all the power. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's get to, and like I said, I did that for a reason because I want to clip this up so I can put it out there. It's very simple, guys. You hold all the power. If I got some protein shake. If this protein shake was worth $5,000, right? And a woman comes up to you, hey, in order to have sex with me, I need you to give me that protein shake that's worth $5,000. If that sex means that much to you, here, lady, you can have it. If it doesn't, no, I'm going to keep my $5,000 protein shake and you go on about your way. She'll go find a simp or an old simp to try and get that $5,000 protein shake from him, right? But just not you. And there's no need to get upset at the woman because she's making money, which a lot of people are making money on social media by doing the same exact things. Y'all remember Derrick Jackson? Right? This brother made a fortune on the backs of black women telling them lies, and he was over there pumping and grinding, cheating on his wife. And you know what? He still ain't he hasn't lost any followers. So we've seen this play before. If women aren't willing to accept the knowledge that other women are telling them, then at that point, you as a man, I mean, it can't bother you. You don't have a dog in this fight. It's not up to you. All right? So I just wanted to be clear on that. And I like this, man. Shepard Tracer said most men don't know they have the power. I know for me, I didn't. Yeah, and that's why we have these spaces, right? You know, so, and let me just say this. Kevin Samuels did an amazing job of helping men realize and know their worth. And I think that was missing, especially amongst black men, because black men supposedly aren't supposed to have any standards. When we have standards, it's looked at as bashing. But who cares? You can have your personal standards and be done with it. Women are actually privileged because they get to hear what we've actually been saying for years behind the curtain or in the barbershops, as Kevin Samuels used to like to say, right? So knowing your worth is the first step to becoming a better man. Brother, and if this sounds cocky, it is what it is. I spent 20 years in the world's greatest Air Force. Have y'all ever met an Air Force pilot? Have you ever met a Navy pilot? Some of the most cockiest, arrogant men in the world. Because you know why? They can be. Because they are valuable. They know their worth. It's called the Air Force for a reason. They know that, right? So being in the world's greatest Air Force, you develop a level of surety about yourself, right? I know I did. So whatever I wanted to do and I set out to do, I was going to do it because I knew that I was sure of my own self. I knew my worth. I know my worth. And I wasn't willing to put up with foolery. And these teachings were actually instilled in me by being in the military and learning from great mentors, learning how to be a man, standing on business, as the kids say, right? So yes, I want y'all to go, and we're going to do a review on this, and I can't wait. Y'all know who Jocko Willink is? He's a retired Navy SEAL. He actually wrote a book called Extreme Ownership, and it's all about taking ownership while being a leader. It's one of my favorite books, and I've been marketing it so I can actually do a live stream on it so I can explain to you guys how being a true leader actually works. It's not about beating on your chest and telling the world that you're an alpha man or you're a high value man. No, it's about taking ownership. You learn that very fast in the military, especially when you become a supervisor or, you start to lead men and women, because everything is your fault because you were responsible for them. So in that right, the black community is right by saying, well, yeah, if the black community is in shambles because of black men, they're right. But you know what? If we're deemed as the leaders and we're responsible for all the issues that the black community have, then the decision to make it right is up to us. And we determine how we're going to make that right. And you know what? Some people ain't coming with us. You're getting cut off. And also, as leaders of the black community, we determine if we're going to stay with y'all dumbasses or not. So if that involves us leading our asses to overseas and finding women over there, then that's what we're going to do. That's how we decide to fix the issue in the quote unquote black community. So if y'all going to keep running with this goddamn narrative by saying that black men are responsible for the community, okay, cool. Then we're responsible for making it right. And in our eyes, it's leaving some of y'all dumbasses. Got it? Okay. Let me get these super chats. I'm being very direct, guys. I don't play that foolery. People try and play mind games and, well, were you responsible for how black women act? Okay, cool. The same thing in the military happens. If you're a leader of a team and somebody F's up, you decide if they're willing to be taught, if they're willing to be a follower again or learn what they did wrong and do things the right way. And in the military, you volunteer to get in there and you can get your ass kicked out just for that. Hey, I'm not listening. Bye. That's how the black community needs to treat black men. If y'all gonna try and say that we the leaders and we responsible for how black women act, cool. Okay. Just remember that. But we decide how we gonna fix the issue. Remember that. Let's see here. I know I missed the super chats. Let me see. I missed as well. CA who? $2 super chat, Dante Bryan. Thank you, brother. Renz Turner, $5 super chat said, Oed told me if he could beat that butt, his exact words, into oblivion for a leopard print iPhone case, he is going to do it every time. That's funny. Hey, we got a celebrity in the building. KFC with the 75 Honduran currency. Thank you, brother. He said, "What up, media man? I can't stay, and I will catch the replay, but I'm supporting the channel. Stay up, good sir. Stay up." Thank you, brother. Blessing to you and your family, man, and be safe over there, brother. See here, Andre Golden DFG with the $2 super chat said, "Black men are learning the power of the word no." Yeah, it's the most important word in any relationship, and I tell black men that all the time. The first time that you tell your wife or girlfriend no, how she responds determine how the relationship is going to go, right? And not just saying no, because as a man, you should never let your wife or girlfriend get to why. And what I mean by that is if you have to decline her, requests on something, maybe some, expense that she's trying to spend some money. If you have to say no, you just don't leave it there. As a common courtesy, explain to her why you can't spend that money right now. Give her that common courtesy instead of sitting there beating on your chest as a big bad alpha male. No. And leaving at that. No. Explain to her why. It's the same thing that you have to do in the military if you have time. But sometimes you don't have the time to explain. But you know how you build up that currency to the where she trusts you when you have to make a split decision? You do that by not letting her get to why. The same thing that you do in the military. So if I tell my troops, hey, you need to go move those sandbags, and I tell them why, hey, we gotta, the weather is looking like it's about to rain, it may flood, and I don't want the tents to get over flooded. That gave them a reason why. Now in the military, you're sometimes not afforded that, time to explain. You have to tell them, hey, go move those sandbags. And it's yes, sir. It is what it is. Because they know that they trust you, because you've already built that currency up. You could take that same practice into your personal relationships with women. If you have the time to explain why, then do so. Instead of sitting there trying to dictate everything. That's not how shit go, man. It's people too, man. I'm talking to the guys. Women people too, right? Let's see here. Andre Golden with $2 super chat. True leadership has receipts. Yeah, man. Yeah, Dante Bryan, $2 super chat said, I love Jocko. Yeah, man, that's my guy. And hey, my military career is, Jocko is a legend. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the reason why I read his books, but we do have a lot of things in common, being in the military, combat, so on and so forth. Same thing with David Goggins. Those are some of my favorite authors' favorite books, right? So yeah, so let's see here. Jail Black 30 with the $5 super chat. What's going on, brother? He said, just like a coach, sometimes trimming the fat is in the best interest for the team. Yeah, like I said, we make the decision. So it is funny. I've never heard anybody explain it like that, because a lot of these guys weren't, trained in the military, especially at the level that I was. I know how this works. If I F up as a leader, you know what? I could get cut. It is what it is. But if somebody on my team is messing up and I try to educate them and they're not listening, sound familiar? Right? You got to go. We don't have time for that foolery. And that's why there's a lot of black men that are taking that stance. Maybe they may not be saying it, right? But they're just doing it. There's no threat. Black men aren't threatening black women to leave. They're just leaving. And, and in regards to the passport bros, I don't remember black women being invited to their conversations. Me and Jay Fleming talked about this. Y'all wasn't invited. You came over there and started listening to what them brothers was trying to say, and now you offended, and you making diss videos about these dudes. But at the end of the day, if they want to sit there and compare black women to women of other races, what are you going to do about it? That old shaming tactic of just, hey, you guys can go overseas, but just don't talk about black women while you're doing it. Or what? What happens if they still do? If they continue to compare black women to other races of women? Or what? You going to kick them out of the Dr. Umar Black Community Pro-Black Club? Black men already been ostracized from the black community, especially straight black men. And if you're opinionated, oh, you already been gone. So what next? What happens to those black men if they continue to talk? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So that foolery by saying it's a cop-out and you talking about black women as if your closet was clean as well. Y'all really think black women's closet is clean about talking about black men? And it's always framed like that, like black men just bashing black women, knowing damn well that black women been going hard on black men for damn near 5-6 decades. It's quite interesting in the black community, but I learned. I definitely learned. Let's see, it said Darren Hilton said, got a filter, levels exist for a reason. Yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, Jay Fleming, you said they show up uninvited. Yeah, that wasn't for you. So I mean, I don't understand. Y'all just there. TJ Patterson, what's going on? He said facts. So it's and dudes do the same thing. That's why I tell men, stop going to these damn divester channels and these channels where women talking crazy about black men. Your ass wasn't invited. Get your ass out of there. What you sitting there bothering them women from? Y'all gonna die alone. Knowing that you finna get attacked by 20 different women. They get your ass out of there, man. You wasn't invited. Just so you can listen and use it as comedy. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, what you sitting there commenting on these women page for? Y'all must like being called a dusty. Hey, they be cooking y'all boys, man. I be reading the comments, man. TikTok is hilarious. Hey, if one thing black women do, hey, they got them comebacks for your ass. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Oh, that'd be funny. Saint Cyr, black men have to be one of the most gaslit men in society. Oh, brother, everything black men's fault. Jermaine's fault. They be cooking. RM, keep on keeping on. It was one funny. Some black woman, it was a black man going on her page saying something stupid about dying alone and, you know, you gonna have your cats. That woman went to that man page, looked at his beard, and said that your beard got handlebars or something. And his beard was kind of like flared out. Oh, Lord, I died laughing. I was like, man, that's what y'all ass get. Get up out of there, man. That ain't for you. Let them have their he-man haters club, she-man haters club, and let them cook, man. Leave them alone. Joe Black 30 with the $5 super chat. Black women been showing up like Eddie Kane in 5 Heartbeats. Yeah, we be getting cooked, man. I get cooked all the time on my own platform. Let me see if that woman responded, by the way, because I was really curious as to how many black men she thought was gay. She ain't responded yet. Yeah, man, I be getting cooked all the time, man. So it's funny. And I know people say, man, you supposed to be mad at that. I'm like, no, shit is funny. But let's get into Shira 7, man. I'm excited. Here we go. Let's start with the first video. This is just a compilation of videos I put together and listen to some of the messages she's telling women. Here we go.
Around you, even if he's 100 pounds.
Hold on, let me go back. Here we go. Listen.
When a man comes around you, even if he's 100 pounds and 5'1", he needs to feel like King Kong. That's how feminine you need to act around men. If you want them to pour their wallet out on top of you, don't love.
All right. So what was wrong with that message? She's basically telling women to make a man feel like, you know, King Kong when he's around you, because she wants them to feel comfortable enough to pour their wallets out on the women, right? So that's one of the messages that she tells these young and older black women. Now, I don't say, hold on, I'm wrong. It's not just black women that follow her message. It's all women, all races of women. So my apologies to black women. It's not just y'all. Y'all may be the majority because she's a black woman, but yeah, all races of women follow this woman. But basically, she's just telling them to feed a man's ego so he could spend money. And I've said that multiple times. You know, if A woman is making you feel good, then you gonna want to do more. It's a simple concept, guys. Y'all know I'm not lying about this. If you getting what you wanted as this woman, she cooking, she cleaning when she don't have to, she buying you little gifts here and there, you know what I'm saying? And it's you just want to do more for women. But to the point that you pouring out your wallet, absolutely not. But like I said, there's more simps than men who are aware. So the women who fit the bill, maybe attractive, they will find that one man who looks like, whatever, and he got a little bit of bread and they're going to spend on her. It is what it is. So yeah, and yeah, look at this. Call me Prez says manipulated men 101. It is what it is. Just wise up. Yeah. It's the game. And I'm just trying to get men to understand that it's all a game and y'all need to approach it as such. If you're not willing to play, like on the movie War Games, then don't play. Simple. So let's continue.
Level up with a man your same age. Don't build a man up your same age. Don't even build one up that's older than you or younger than you. Don't build none up at all, baby. That's not your job. And if you think it is, that's your fault and you deserve everything you get.
She basically told women not to build up a man, right? That's a toxic ass that's a toxic ass message. But on the surface level, when you dig deeper into it, as men, we should want more for ourselves. It should not take a woman to build your ass up. Get off your ass and get to it, right? So in a sense, I actually agree with her because I expect more from the men over here. I expect you to have your own motivation to get after it. It should not take some woman to come into your life to try and sit there and put a light of fire under your ass to take care of business. Absolutely not. Right? So in a sense, you shouldn't be expecting a woman to come build your ass up. You're a grown man, right? It is not that woman's job to come in your life and help you get to the point where you're supposed to be. Sometimes it happens, but it's not respected. I'm sorry. A woman should not be responsible for your success. She can help you along the way, but you got to have the plan in place before she even get there, brother. I'm sorry. And if you don't understand that and you thought, media men agreeing with, no, I agree with the fact that men need to get off their ass and start taking care of business. If that's what you take from her message, that's what I took from it. But her telling not to build a man up, yes, not to build a man up because you shouldn't have to. A woman shouldn't have to, especially a good woman. Not saying that the women she's teaching are good women, but when you come across a good woman, do not expect that woman to kick you in your ass to take care of business. Absolutely not. You a grown man. Get out there and get it. All right? Let's continue.
Wake up every day, you take care of yourself, you look good, you smell good, you make sure you put yourself as a priority. And a man who's watching a woman do that, they have to do the same because that's what she does for herself and she takes nothing less and she's not going to accept less.
So that's where her message kind of falls on deaf ears because there's not a lot of women that are taking care of themselves like that. Monique just been in the news recently. She got attacked for telling black women to stop wearing bonnets in public. And they was pissed off at her, right? And also, we already know that in the black community, well, in the United States as a whole, black women are the most overweight and obese. So she's basically telling them to get in shape, which is a good thing, right? And also, as a man, I've already told you married men this. If you one of these married guys that think that got comfortable after you got married, but your wife is in the gym and she's seeing swelled and swole dudes walking around, slightly flirting with her ass, and you sitting on the couch with a beer belly, oh yeah, she gonna go. And you know whose fault it is? It's gonna be yours because you got lazy. Do not let your woman be a fitness nut and you just relying on the fact that you're the provider and you sitting on your ass eating and getting a big ass stomach while she's sitting there looking at all these in shape dudes. No, you need to exceed her fly, not match, exceed. So if your woman is looking good, just know that you need to be exceeding her fly. Get in that damn gym. Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all didn't expect this to go this way, but I'm being perfectly honest, man. Don't send your woman to the gym looking all good, and you know, not in shape. What's wrong with you? Get up. Let's continue.
A man is too busy to see you. He don't want to see you. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
That's true. Men, we can attest to this. We can make up any type of excuse if we really don't like a woman as to why we can't see her. Or if we got another woman that we trying to see and we like her better than the woman that's trying to see us. We know this is true, guys. This is nothing new. So, and this was one of the videos that was sent to me. And I didn't understand why that was a problem. If a man don't like a woman, he gonna find something to be occupied, or he gonna just lie. I don't want to see this woman. So that's a true statement. It's the same thing for women. Oh man, the funniest thing, women will say, I see on YouTube or on Instagram, they'll be funny back and forth, and the text will say, my phone died. I couldn't answer it, or it's just something stupid. I couldn't get to my phone. When was the last time y'all seen women without their phone? Duh. What you mean your phone died? You don't have a charger? It's not close? It's the stupidest thing. If she tell you that, then there's your answer. She either don't like you like that, or she was getting her guts beat in by Big D Bubba. And your ass there looking stupid. Oh yeah, baby, it happens all the time. I know your phone died. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm gonna get to see you? I'm gonna be busy next weekend, the whole weekend, baby. Yeah, I'll be busy. Yo, dumbass. Y'all really believe that foolery? My phone died. That's the most hilarious thing ever. Where's your charger at? Oh man. Let's continue.
If you're on a date and they're looking at another woman, look at cars.
Hey, that's funny. I ain't even lie to you. That would piss your ass off, wouldn't it? If you get caught looking at another woman and she start looking at cars that's better than yours. Hey, listen to what she say. It's funny. Hold on. Here we go.
Because a man can be cute and broke, and he knows you ain't going nowhere. But looking at cars is totally different. Oh my God, look, there's a Bentley. I wonder who's driving that. That way he sees. You're not looking at looks, you're looking at money. I mean, yeah. Don't look at other men, look at cars.
So your ass driving a nice, reliable Honda, and you get caught looking at some woman's booty, and your girl that you out with a date, she see that Bentley, she's like, oh, that's a nice Bentley. I wonder who's driving that. I wonder how much that costs. I wonder if I could take pictures with him. Yeah. That would piss your ass off, wouldn't it? Oh, that's good. That's a good, clean fun right there. Let's continue.
That'll get him. How do you know if a dude is lying if his lips is moving? Sprinkle, sprinkle.
How you know a dude lying if his lip moving? Hey, yo. Oh, man. Oh, shoot. Lord. Okay, let's continue.
Mm-hmm. You said there's nothing wrong with two incomes? That's right. So there should be nothing wrong with you having two jobs. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Oh man, I don't know if y'all caught that. Somebody said there's nothing wrong with having two incomes. She said, hey, there's nothing wrong with you having two jobs. Hey, she got them comebacks. I told y'all, hey, black women, hey, they got it on lock. If your ass need to get cooked, hey, they gonna get your ass. Oh, yo.
You're totally right. I totally agree with you. So what's your second job, sir?
Yeah, that's what's so funny about it. She's so casual with it, like it was already in her mind to say. That's what's so hilarious to me about it. Like she got him on deck. Like she got him on deck ready. Oh, that's good.
Shira, he is rich but cheap. Should I drop him? He took me shopping but was commenting about how expensive things were. What should I do? Ooh, girl. Ask him every time you pick up something, can you afford this? As loud as you can, baby.
That's good. So just a picture this. Let me paint this picture for you. Let's say you and your girl in the mall and you just so happen to go buy Saks. You know you can't afford nothing in there and y'all just browsing around. and your girl just blurts out, "Can you afford this?" And to pitch your ass on. You be like, man, what the hell? I be telling people my business. Yo. Oh, wait, hold on. We got some super chats. Mr. Donnie Mac with the $5 super chat. He says, she reminds me of the man on Everybody Hates Chris talking about my man has 2 jobs. Yeah. It's so funny. Andre Golden with the $5 super chat said, modern women lie to themselves, so you have to. Absolutely, man. That shit is funny, man. Hey, look, Reese Johnson said, nope, definitely can't. Oh, that's good. Okay.
Can you afford this? Can you afford this?
Hey, yo, something wrong with it, man. Okay, here we go.
See what he say. Me, I'll both will stop looking at prices after that. I don't get what you want. If you had to choose true love or money, I cannot live without money, but I can live without true love.
Well,
that's number one.
In order to get married, this is what I need.
This one, man. So this is, all right, gentlemen, y'all ready for this? Remember, the power is in your hands, right? So this is her list that she's telling women in order to get married. Remember, they're looking for a man to provide said list, which basically means that it's in your hands. It is your responsibility to either say yay or nay. So be prepared. This is good. Here we go.
Give them your list. If they can match your list, you'll consider marriage. You know what's on that list, right? Car, a large amount in saving for your own account, your name on the deed or a house or whatever. Get your stuff on a list. If they expect you to drop everything and change your entire life and take their last name, you better have a list. I don't want to work anymore. I need you to start paying my bills today.
Today. Right now.
So I can see if you're going to be a good husband and provider. See how quick that changes. See how quick they're, I don't know if we can get married or we want to get married. Some men will say marriage within 2 months because they want to sleep with you. So get your list together and let him meet your list first. Do you dress trashy for a man that pays all the bills, but it's not your style? If he wants you to dress a certain way and he's paying all of your bills, dress that way at home around him. And then when you go out by yourself, dress the way you want to go out. Perhaps maybe that's what he likes. Get some trashy stay-at-home clothes. Get you some booty shorts and some heels and walk around the house like that. Who cares?
All right. Y'all heard the list. So like I said, this is another example of the ball being in your court. Now, some men, like the older guys, They'll hear a woman say, hey, I need you to start paying my bills now. I need you to put my name on the deed of the house. I need to have a savings account, a large amount of money in it. If it's a man on his way out, going up to the upper room, right? He may take that deal. What are you gonna do with his pension? His kids had already went their separate ways. You know what I'm saying? He got this young, pretty woman in front of his face asking for all this foolery. He probably gonna take that deal. But as a man of means, if you have your stuff together, you decide what you're going to do with your money. If you've been dating a woman and you are considering marrying her, she, presents you with this list, whose decision is it to either say yes or no? It's yours. So at the end of the day, her whole message is based around a man providing, right? She says she's a financial advisor. So in order to get the finances, she needs, a man's cooperation, right? So if you fall, you run into one of these women and they hit you with the list, what you gonna do? If you're a man who has a scarcity mindset, you're gonna be like, oh man, this is the last woman that I'm gonna be able to get with. So I better go ahead and fulfill these requests or these requirements that she's asking me for. Then your ass gonna be the dummy that's gonna go for it. But if you have an abundance mindset, you know that you can get a woman better than her. It may, it may hurt because you're like, hey, I was gonna marry this woman and she hit me with this outlandish list. Now I got to get rid of her. Yes, it may hurt. Cry, go to therapy, and get your ass back out there on the dating market because you know your worth. It's that simple. Yes, I said cry. Men cry too after a relationship. Get your ass into therapy, talk to your homeboys, get over it. We may joke with your ass. Oh, she left your ass. Or you left her ass because she asked for this. We gonna joke, but you're gonna get over it after you seek therapy, and then you're gonna get your ass back out there on the dating market. And one thing you will not do is blame the next woman for what your past woman did. Men don't do that. Only women do. You go into every relationship more knowledgeable, but you never blame the new woman. She ain't got nothing to do with this crazy ass woman that was taught by Shira 7. All right? Only women do foolery like that. The last man did me wrong, so now I'm going to put the next man on a 90-day no poom poom list. That's what women do. Men, we ain't got time for that foolery. You go in it full steam, but you learn. You learn what to look for. No wins, losses, and lessons. So don't blame that new woman for the next woman or the last woman effing up. We don't do that here, right? Y'all know how I feel about therapy. Most of a lot of men don't think therapy really, benefits you. I do, right? Especially after a breakup or some relationship issues or a divorce. Technology is too good, right? If you need to, go on talk space where you can talk to somebody virtually, you need to do that shit as well. But don't be blaming that new woman for the past woman's F-ups. I said that a couple times, just so y'all can understand me. All right? Let's continue.
His way for a woman to get paid and get rich is to marry, and also to take his money and start your business. A woman can be poor one day, the next day a millionaire.
She's not lying. She's definitely not lying. We know how this works. Well, let's continue.
How simple it is for us. That's why they're mad. We can surpass the cycle of poverty if we're smart, because women can do this. We're going all the way. Like we're skipping ahead, man. If you have the power as a woman, you have all the skills, the beauty, the brains to take yourself and your family out of poverty, out of having to work, out of having to clock in, out of having to struggle ever. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you sacrifice for your children, for your grandchildren, and for all the future generations? They can look back and see where their cycle of poverty ended. You will be the last generation to deal with Dusties.
I dated a
So, and I'm going to say this about that. And that's one thing I think women take for granted. Y'all, like men, just think about this. What if you had the opportunity to get a woman to literally take care of you for the rest of your life, protect and provide for you? That's what women have the option of doing. You can be as feminine, you can, encourage this man to do better. You just be nice to him. And us men, us dummies, will be like, yo, I want to marry this woman and take care of her for the rest of my life. That is a privilege. And women take that shit for granted. And I don't know why. Nobody really likes to work. If I could sit there and stay at home, stay at home wife and get a man to take care of, what? Women not going to take that deal? And y'all sitting there fighting this, something I want to be single and independent and do it on my own? Why? It makes no sense. And I know I'm kind of, watering it down, but at the bare bones of it, like, Jesus Christ, you guys have the opportunity to get a man to take care of your ass. And even though we know the statistics, it's only 26% of women, or 26% of spouses that are able to be stay-at-home parents. 18% of women are able to be stay-at-home wives, right? So it's very rare. For some odd reason, Black women don't understand that. In the Black community, they swear that other races of women just staying at home and not working. When if you look to your left and to your right, you see Maria, you see Becky, they working right next to your ass, and they married. I don't know how our women missed that, but yeah, it's literally only 26% of spouses that are able to be stay-at-home parents, right? So that is a privilege. And women are fighting against it to say that they want to do it, independently. Why? Because y'all not doing a good job at it. I mean, if the purpose of being independent is, finances, I already showed the statistics. 3.3% of Black women make $100,000 or more. So have at it. But y'all take that shit for granted. Like, Lord have mercy. You just got to be nice to a man, a good man. Lord have mercy. Here we go. Let's continue.
44-year-old, he had no money, no car, no job. I helped him get better and get a job, and he left me for his coworker. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. You should never help a man. You just helping him get to the next woman, like I always say. But I'm sorry that happened to you, but at least you know it's the truth. So you need to direct the man, and you tell him, look, for my birthday, you're getting me a Chanel purse and take me to the dealership and let me get the car that I want, putting the down payment on it. I know you really like seeing me happy, and you're just so great, and I'm so glad that we're together. I love you, da da da. I can't wait for my birthday. The best. Before he even says no, be thanking him already. Thank you so much. You're the best. I can't wait. I'm getting excited. Now he got to do it. Now he got to do it, because now he has to live up to that to impress you. Now it's the discussion versus not a discussion. Now you can at least negotiate.
Yeah, and so I said, Trey said, Chanel purses are $5,000. Oh, I know, brother. Trust me, I know. Who says, hold on, let me pull something up real quick. All right, so let me go ahead and address this. I think somebody's new here. Green Coyote Bay, could you explain the statistical inference? I'm assuming that you're referring to me saying that 3.3% of Black women earn $100,000 or more. Let me go ahead and read something off to you. Out of the total Black female population, Black women who make $100K or more, it is 721,123. Percentage of full-time earning Black women that earn $100K or more out of the total Black female population is 3.35%. And you can look up this information on blackdemographics.com, on the Census Bureau, or you can go to my page and see the description of the videos that I've done on this. Yeah. So we already broke these numbers down. So you may be new here, but yeah, it's only 3.3% of Black women that make $100,000 or more. On blackdemographics.com, I believe it's only 9% of black women that make over $75,000 a year. So, and that's something that, Green Coyote Bay gets lost in the sauce in these spaces, because most of these conversations that women have on social media is based off of opinion or what they see in their small circle, right? So, yeah. So, Green Coyote, it was just in general trying to level up. It's all appreciated media. Oh, you good? Oh, no problem. Yeah, it's out there, and like I said, I don't mind. We all trying to do better. I mean, you try and get better every day, but I just wish that these conversations that are that black women have, they would just look at the statistics first and understand that every woman that you're friends with doesn't represent the whole community. And I think our women have to understand that there are a lot of women who are struggling out here, like seriously. And there's a lot of men who are struggling, right? And I think that if we have these conversations based off the statistics, then we will start to understand more. Instead of saying, where all my friends make over $100,000 a year, I could easily say that. All of my friends are retired and they work for the government. Everybody make over, damn near $200,000 a year. So if I use my own anecdotal experience, then yeah, it will kind of be clouded. And it will be stupid of me to go out there on any spaces and be like, yeah, well, all black men make over $200,000 a year. No, doesn't represent the majority. Just represent my friend circle. I don't know why women do that. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like we see it on these shows. I don't know anybody. All the women, they're bosses, and Lord have mercy. You be trying to help. I don't know. Let's see here. Dante Bryant said, "Are you married to a white man? You look rested." Thank you, brother. Let's see here. Supreme Clientele with the $2 super chat. Keep in mind she's married to an average man. Well, from what I gather from the videos, is that she's married to an older gentleman named James, and he's doing well for himself to the point that she feels like she leveled up, so to speak. And there's a whole backstory to her, marriage and how she was maybe the side chick or stolen from another woman. I'm not here for all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to address her, points to the men. And as you guys can see, I didn't disagree with, with everything that she said. It actually gave us a chance to get some valuable lessons out there. So yeah, it is what it is. So, let's continue.
To give up on a man when you start waiting. That's when you have to wait, when you have to remind him 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times, when you have to ask him multiple times to do something that's simple, when you have to put in more effort into getting him to do something simple than you should. Thank you, I am magical, sprinkle, sprinkle. Because that means he don't respect you, respond to you, or even want to impress you anymore. So basically, you've lost your power. Okay? So when you give up, it doesn't mean you leave. It means you start finding another one.
So this is a typical message if you've been in these RP spaces before. There's a term out there called monkey branching, and that's what she's explaining. She's saying, hey, you don't leave until you find a new guy. If you are unaware of this as a man, you need to get familiar right now, because even women will tell you this. Women don't leave a relationship until they have something better lined up, for the majority of them. Not all, but the majority, right? And like I said, this is not me saying this. Women will tell you this straight up. Especially if, let me take that back. When they think that men aren't listening, then they'll tell the truth. But if you get these women on a panel show and you tell them, hey, the majority of women monkey branch, they try and find a better man before they leave a relationship. They're going to say, no, we don't. But you have to go to their spaces to get them to admit that. And that's how I learned about these spaces. Because when I first got here, I was listening to the women because, quote unquote, know thy enemy, so to speak. So I was listening to them. And they will tell you exactly what you need to hear. But on panel shows, do not expect them women to be honest, because let them tell it. No woman has ever had sex on the first date. No woman has ever bought a man gifts. No woman has ever cooked for a man. No woman has ever washed a man's clothes. Every woman on a panel show has never did any of these things. So it's never them. So you cannot expect these women to be honest because they don't want you to be right in public. But in private or when they're by themselves and their friends groups are on their own podcast, they'll tell you everything that you need to know. And that's why I said I don't spend time on, waiting for women to validate the things that I know that are true. And I see a lot of men trying to do that. Y'all need to take accountability. Them women don't know your ass. Why the hell are they going to take accountability from a man that they don't even respect? So I want men to stop sitting there waiting for women to affirm them, because it's not going to happen for the majority of them, right? Just know that it's true and move as such on the dating market. You don't need them to acknowledge it. They're not going to take accountability from you. They don't like you, okay? And that's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of guys, especially if you frequent panel shows. Them women don't care nothing about your opinion, even if you're right. Okay? Move on. You ain't got time to be sitting there trying to go back and forth and trying to tell strange women to take accountability. No, they don't care about your ass. They don't care about what you're saying, even if you're right. Okay? I better smarten up. Let's continue.
You find another way to get what you need done, and you continue on and let him watch you get it done and let him wonder how you got it done, where you got the money from, et cetera, because you don't want to give up whatever he's doing for you because you're angry and upset. You're going to reap all benefits from every angle. But what you've done is you've given up on waiting on him to take care of certain things that he's no longer trying to take care of. And once he realizes that he's not needed, that's when he's going to want to feel needed again. So the next time you ask him to do something, he's going to get up and go get it done. So you need to stop messing around with them dusties after 25.
So basically what she's telling women is to run the gambit of men, ride the CC up until the age 25, and then you need to start start looking to settle down. As a man, don't save them. Do not give them that out. If they're not trying to get married before 25 and they, trying to get you to wipe them up after they didn't already had, they've been stuck and dug in, since college, don't save them. Right? Especially if you know her track record of being, promiscuous, so to speak. Wasn't the guy from the Hot Ones show where they eat like hot chicken wings? He was trying to date or made a porn star his girlfriend. And then the pressure got to him because people were sending him videos of his woman getting stuck and dug on corn sites. God forgive me. And he couldn't handle the pressure. So he had to go and get rid of her. Yo, dumb ass. That's what you get. I think the same thing happened to Mia Khalifa. She was married or engaged to some dude, and on her Twitter timeline, people was sending him, or on his Twitter timeline, people were sending him videos of her getting railed. That's what your dumb ass get. All right, here we go.
You shouldn't even be dealing with a dusty. You shouldn't even be dealing with a broke man or man who can't provide you the lifestyle that you're looking for in the next 5 years.
All right. So that was the last video, man. But like I said, man, I didn't disagree with everything that she said because some of this was teachable moments, for the guys. And I'm particularly, I'm talking to the younger guys. Because I honestly feel for the young men, young black men in particular, man, because it's tough. It is definitely tough out there. It's tougher than it is for the women. And that's why I try and spend more time talking to the young guys and, hopefully I can give them some, some game on how to move on the dating market, man. Because you got to be smart. Because, and me and my homeboy was talking about this today. When we were young, yes, a big booty and a smile, right? That's all it took. And we was ready to, go all in. And I wish that we had these spaces to actually, teach us how to move, in certain spaces. And that's why I say, having a men's platform, it actually means something. I'm actually going to put a shirt that says, Black men with a podcast, because we seem to be demonized in the Black community. But these spaces are definitely necessary because it could save a lot of men from a lot of stress and a lot of pain that we had to go through in order to give you these, these lessons, And I learned as well. I learned a lot from the men in the chat. I learned a lot from men who I respect on certain spaces. And yeah, man, it's necessary. Ain't nobody trying to hurt anyone. It's just, sharing information at the highest level, right? So that's all it is. I appreciate it. See Jeremiah 49 super chat with our super sticker. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Did I miss any the super stickers or super chats? Let me see. Got that one. Okay. Got all. Let me check the Cash App. Oh, we got Mona in the building. I'm sorry. My bad, Mona. So thanks, C. Jeremiah, for the super sticker. I didn't know Mona was in here. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all respect Mona as you respect me on my platform as well. Thank you, Mona. Appreciate it. Let me see here. Let me check the Cash App. My bad, y'all. If I miss any. Yeah, I did. All right. What it do with the $30 Cash App? He says, thank you for the great information you provide. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you, brother. And we got Reese, I think it's Reese for, Nate is the better fate. Nate, let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and play Nate.
But you ain't get a doggone thing until you stand up in it.
Hey, Nate be trying to stand up in it, don't he? Hold on, let me see. Hey, Nate ain't got no time for y'all. Oh, I'm just out looking at the C-Man, my guy, Black man with a podcast, greatest idea. Like I said, man, thank you, brother. And again, let me just say this. C-Man, this is not the first time this brother has did it. I think this is the third time that this brother has sent in a $300 super chat. Brother, I greatly appreciate it. You bought my new camera. You bought the new computer. You bought my new software, man, brother. I greatly appreciate your contributions, brother. You have no idea. You know what I'm saying? And you guys see the work. The podcast is definitely growing. It's getting better every day, and it's because of brothers like this, man. Thank you. And also, Dante Bryant, you know what it is, man. Quiet Storm, thank you. Y'all brothers definitely be showing out for your boy, man. Thank you. Thank you, C-Man. I said, but we dusty over here, right? We ain't got no bread. We just, we ain't got nothing over here, right? C-Man? Thank you, brother. I went ahead and updated you. Thank you, brother. IQS at $5 super chats at Medium End. You're doing great. Periodically checking Cash App. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. I'll be trying. I'm trying to get better. You always remind me, man, so I know. Mr. Akon says stand up in it, stand on business. Thank you, Mona. Appreciate it. Always welcome. Thank you, brother. Like I said, man, I appreciate it. Man. See, Egghead Junior 1. When I get out of debt, I'm gonna be the show sponsor one day, brother. You being here, man, and pushing these numbers up is definitely more than enough, man. You know what I'm saying? I wish you nothing but success in the near future. And that's why I try and put out these, not financial advice, but education videos, because I know that's the crux of the Black community's issue. We make a significant amount of money. Y'all know that in the Black community. We just don't spend it well. And we get into debt, trying to impress people with things that we can't afford. And I think, talking about credit and debt is definitely a conversation that needs to be had, not just once, periodically, you know, just so we can get better. So, oh, and I got a couple of women, man. These are some of her women who subscribe. And I remember, I think, Mona, you remember, I put out that picture where, you know, Sprinkle Woman, she tells women to hang out in hotels. In Houston, we're known for having some nice hotels and also some very nice speakeasies that a lot of people don't know about. I know about, of course. But yes, sometimes you see those women sitting at the bar, you know, just trying to hang around. Like, you know, when like in, you know, you guys will see a lot of that. If you're from Indiana, you know, the NBA All-Star game is tomorrow, but there's a lot of women who made a trip to Indiana just so they can hang out in the hotels where these basketball players are going to be staying. And the reason why they're doing that is they're trying to snag a baller. This is the same concept that Shira Evans is trying to teach these women. And the hotel seems to be the go-to for some reason. So let's listen to what they have to say.
I just tested Miss Sprinkle's advice. In short, it worked. Shira Seven said, when you go out by yourself. I did. I went to the happy hour at a very wealthy, predominant place in Philadelphia. I went to the Four Seasons, JG Sky High to be exact, at the time that she said, which is earlier than later. Literally, those men in there were on me like I was honey and they were bees. Now, she said to go by yourself because there were other girls that came as a group that was trying to do the same thing. Baby, they didn't pay them no mind because that's intimidating. They didn't want to go up there to 7 girls and then get let down. But me sitting at the bar by myself, whether you are just networking or going out there to freestyle, you need to get out your comfort zone and go to these happy hours and these places by yourself. I literally made connects with 3 people and my tab was paid. So there was literally nothing that I lost in this experience.
See, so that's what I'm saying. I think their idea of winning is just getting some guy to pay their tab. Okay. I mean, it's that. So she went back. She had this happen, this experience, and she goes back to TikTok and she tells women her advice worked. I got a man to pay my tab at this hotel. No marriage. Like I said, I don't think that's the goal. Even though in some of Shira Seven's messages, she's telling women, hey, I'm trying to get you guys married, but I don't think they care about that. You know, pay for their food, pay for a drink, pay for a bag, and they're content with that. It's the same thing that goes on with the swirlers and divestors. I honestly don't think that getting a white man to marry them is the goal. I think it's just being with the white man for an extended period of time or a short period of time. And they feel that that's a win because they always say, I've dated other races of men and they treated me very well. I've dated, but in the past tense, no marriage. So that I always listen to the words, you know, when they try and compare black men to other races, they always treat me well. They treated me like a queen. They treated me past tense. They're not with these guys now. That's what I've learned. So let's continue.
Sprinkle, ladies.
I took the Sprinkle ladies' advice and I instantly regretted it. She recommended if you want to meet wealthy men, you need to go to affluent places wherever the fuck you live and go to the restaurants. But it has to have a bar. And go there between happy hour and before 6 p.m. Okay, cool. So I'm like, I'll give it a shot, you know. I put on like this modest dress, you know, with the blazer, because you never know when life's gonna be like, hey bitch, you need to get a fucking blazer. I even grabbed a book because I was like, well, you know, I'll be present and not on my phone, so like it'll look like I'm actually doing something.
So she even went as far as to grab a book so she can read while she's sitting at this random ass hotel looking for a man to take care of her. Let's continue.
And while I'm sitting in the car with my heels on and this modest dress and this blazer, I'm just like, who the fuck is this for? And I understand that to get a certain kind of man, you have to wear a uniform and you have to play a role. I'm just so sick and tired of playing roles for men that just see me as a movie. Something to watch.
She said, I'm tired of playing roles for men that just see me as a movie. And this is basically what I said, guys. This is simply providing a temporary soft life. And I told you before the word or the term even existed, this is how I used to run my dating market. I was very honest with women. I said, hey, I'm not ready to get into a relationship right now. I'm focused on other things, but if you want to kick it, we can hang out. And that's what you pretty much do. The more you treat a woman well, the better she will be with you. So when she's with you, she didn't pay for anything. She didn't pay for the dinners that we went to. Like y'all always laugh when I say you take them to the grass wall, have a grass wall dinner so they can take that damn picture, put it on Instagram, let her lay in the bed while you cook breakfast. You know what I'm saying? And she gonna go ahead and flip and twist you in that damn bedroom because she's getting provided a temporary soft life. It's not permanent. She just want to be taken care of so she can go back out there on the dating market and set the world on fire. And this works very well with successful women. And I told you guys, being stationed at the Pentagon for those 4 years, it was the best. I had the best dating scene in my life. So my girl took me out the dating market, but yeah, it was the best time of my life because they don't call you throughout the week. I don't care what the hell she's doing. She don't care what I'm doing. When she's ready to come see me and she want a little bit of weenie, hey, we're going to schedule a weekend together. We're going to have fun. We may go out of town, go to New York, Manhattan, shop a little bit, and then we're going to come back. We're going to have sex, and I'm going to send her ass back home. Temporary soft life. That's what a lot of these women are looking for. They're not looking for a large commitment. They're just looking for a man that can make them feel safe. And if you got a nice house, let her lay in your bed. Make sure everything smells good. It's nice and clean. You cook, order some DoorDash or whatever. Go out, maybe buy a candle or two, like I said, and get twisted and flipped in the bedroom. And then send her ass back home. Simple. Let's continue.
Experience for a while, but never staying long enough to be part of the credits. I don't dress or act modestly at all, okay? I dress like Adam Sandler. It's like ripped jeans or a graphic tee. Sometimes I'll bust out the dress, okay? But it's like no underwear.
Mr. Akon said grass wall, neon lights. Y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. DeAndre said, hey, grass wall is a restaurant's red flag. Yeah, man, but they like that. You know what I'm saying? You take them to that grass wall. Oh, I was here, girl. Yeah, you sure was. Get naked.
No bra, and it is the sluttiest cloth, something that'll make a pilgrim just want to throw a rock at you. You know what I mean? And I don't wear heels unless absolutely necessary because, I'm already 6 feet tall. If I wear heels, it's just really? And that whole experience reminded me of this quote that really resonated with me today. Women don't have to be decorations in different places. They don't have to be something pretty for you to look at. And don't get me wrong, I love Shara 7. Okay, her advice has really changed my life. It's just, this time it didn't really work out for me. But that's okay.
Okay, so you heard her message, right? She somewhat went against the sisterhood of the women that believe in Shira 7. You know what happened to that woman? They cooked her ass. Look at this. Hey, this woman said, I think the problem is Shira is not dating advice. It's financial advice. And she had literally had to address the backlash or whatever, right? This woman said, baby, fix the eyebrows with love. This woman said, try makeup advice. Maybe it'll help your confidence. Oh my goodness. What they call it, the shade. Hey, they cooked that woman. I told you. Hey, women don't play that foolery when it comes to that woman, Shira 7. And she had to make 2 or 3 videos responding to these crazy ass women. Hey, they cooked her. I was sitting there rolling at the responses because they be so subtle. Because I'm looking at this woman. I'm like, man, her eyebrows look okay to me, but women see things that we don't. And they just went in on this woman, maybe that wig, girl. Yo, oh my God. Yeah, they cooked her ass. Oh, man. I know I shouldn't be laughing at this shit, but it was just funny. She thought that she was putting out a nice little PSA by telling women, hey, I had to think about what I was doing. It was like, man, F you. Yo, oh my God. Hey, they don't play, man. Oh no, wait. And you know we can't leave without giving the women some advice from a gentleman who did very well in the dating market. And also, I like certain, I pay a little bit extra for luxury, especially when it comes to my woman. So let me give the ladies a little bit of game on Instagram. A lot of y'all, quote unquote, soft life women, y'all fail at Instagram. And I'm going to explain to you why. Because first off, based off the people that you follow on Instagram, yes, men check. And I know the cliche thing or the shaming tactic to say is that, a lot of women like to use is that men with money aren't on social media. That's a flat out lie. Men of means are always connected. And since we know that women place a lot of importance on Instagram, the people that you follow tell us exactly what we need to know and how to slot you. Money attracts wives and other things, and we determine where you land. And then women, most women will typically say, if he's judging me off something stupid like Instagram, then I don't need him. I already know the response, but the truth is that he is still able to get you. And you'll never know that he's judged you. What I'm saying is a luxury, a peek behind the curtain. But realistically, you're going to entertain him because he either presents like he's well off or you know that he's well off based off of his name and or status. By the time you start thinking to yourself, I love it here, you start to notice signs of him slowly pulling away. Less text messages, right? Occupied when you normally know that he's free. My bad, I thought I messaged you. So at this point, you try to accommodate him because you don't want to rock the boat, because you know that you love it here. So everything that you notice, you'll overlook until it becomes a habit. And that's when you decide that you know your worth and you can get another man just like him. So you leave, which is exactly what he wanted you to do. He doesn't have to go through the pressure of saying, hey, I would like to see other people. I'd like to see other women, because you ended the relationship. Remember? He got to use you for a couple of weeks, maybe months. You got treated well, and you got to experience what it feels like to be with a provider man. And now you're back on the dating market, searching for another man of means, because you failed to realize that you were slotted based off of your Instagram profile. Yes, ladies, men do check. And I'm trying to explain to you guys, because once you give them access to that, the first thing that a lot of men do is go to see who you follow, because there's a lot of, effiness rhetoric out there, and we want to know who we're dealing with. Not only do we look at the pictures that you post or, on your profile, we look at your followers too. And again, like I said, y'all like to say that, men who have money don't have time for social media. That's a flat out lie. A flat out lie. They always connected, especially with the, they want to know what the hell their woman is doing that they're courting or they're dating, right? So whoever told you that lie, they was just trying to get you off the scent. So I'm just trying to help you out, right? And also, I got some other advice for women, and y'all may take it. It is what it is. But I promise you, as a man who, I invest in certain bags for my girl, right? I'm going to give y'all some tips. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably like, man, why Medium Man is doing this? Because I'm trying to help as much as possible. Ladies, y'all got to stop buying clothes or bags with excessive branding. And when I say excessive branding, I'm talking about stop buying them damn Gucci bags that's got Gucci tatted and printed all over it, or YSL printed all over it. That makes you look. That's what a lot of poor women do when they don't have the money to buy the actual bags. You need to get bags that are, they have less branding, right? You could buy a Gucci bag or a YSL or a Chanel bag, but just make sure you cut down on the damn branding. And then even with the clothes, stop advertising for shops that don't pay you no money. I'm trying to help y'all out. You know what I'm saying? I see I was in the Galleria, and this woman, she thought she was doing something Gucci head to toe. I'm like, man, some of that shit is fake. You know what I'm saying? And y'all shouldn't be doing it, especially with the bags. And y'all need to start looking at some of these other brands that are out there, right? I'm trying to help. Let me stop. Because y'all gonna get mad at me. Like, man, why are you talking about bags? Well, because I got a fiance. I know about this shit. So hold on, wait. Let me help out a little more. What else I got for y'all asses? So it's just the man. I know somebody's like, man, the bags. But the bags, let me tell you. So when you wear a bag, other women should ask, what kind of handbag is that? And the reason why they're asking is for two reasons. One is because they're expecting it to be cheap because they don't have the money to pay for it. So they only recognize items that have a big ass YSL or Louis V buckle displayed on it. And two is because they like it and they actually don't know. So when you tell them this is a Chanel bag or a Picard bag, which is a German bag, or Cocinelli bag. Cocinel, some people say, it's an Italian bag. You know how I know these bags? Because I've been to all of these countries. And I bought my woman bags from every particular country. Like, man, why does this guy know about this stuff? Yeah, because I've been there. I've been to 49 different countries, coming up on 50. Do you really think that I go to these countries and I don't buy my woman shit? I know what to get her, man. So yeah, so if y'all need any tips, and I know this is out of the norm, but if you want some help, hey, reach out to me. I can ask her, be like, hey, these are the newest brands, we need to, start focusing on it and so on and so forth. But if you want help, I can help. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all probably like, man, why is this dude talking about this? But I'm just trying to help you out. So stop getting them damn bags with all this Louis V and shit on there. People gonna look at rich folks. They know how to spot, a person who really don't have money like that. And the first thing that they look at with women is those types of bags. Even though it may have cost you $5,000, $8,000, you got all that excessive branding on it. They're gonna know exactly where you stand. So I'm trying to help you from looking foolish. So I try to help. I don't know. Lord, let me see. Oh, here we go. Mona said, I despise excessive logos on clothing, shoes, purse. Thank you. I said, I don't know why it ain't more women on this page. So I'm trying to help y'all. IQS said most of them fake anyway. They always get got. Yeah, and that's another thing. That's why, gentlemen, that's why I explained to you how to recognize Hermes tie, right? Fuck it. We here. You see this? If your Hermes tie doesn't have this little stamp on it, and also this label is not hand stitched, it's not a real Hermes tie, right? Y'all got to make sure of that. I'm trying to help y'all brothers out too. I done effed up my damn outfit. Trying to help y'all brothers out because they do have counterfeits of these, because these can be resold. People will pay top dollar for Hermes ties. I just don't want y'all to get got. Hold on. Sorry. I know we ass out. We ain't supposed to be talking about this. This ain't what the show for. Ain't for a fashion show. But yeah, just remember that. Trent says exactly. Yeah, Mr. Donnie Mac, wealth is quiet, rich is loud, poor is flashy. Thank you. Thank you. Mona D said, this is tacky as ever. Yeah, yes. Okay, thank you. She said, go on there and tell the truth. Try to help, man. DeAndre, I call them label whores. Yeah. And don't get it twisted, man. I like to see the Black community excel. I follow a page on Instagram called Black Women in Luxury. My girl was actually on that page. Y'all don't know that. But yes, I follow Black Women in Luxury. Yes, I like to see it. I like to see Black folks excelling. And I want more Black people to excel, right? That's why we do these budget shows and how to get out of debt and things of that nature. I'm not opposed to that. No, I'm not a fan of struggle love for both men and women. So, yeah, of course. And it wasn't always like this. I told y'all my story, right? It's been times where I had to eat field MREs because I didn't have enough money because I was getting taken to the cleaners for child support. I've been there. Yes. Right? So yeah, that's why I talk about this stuff because I understand money now. And I want y'all to be on that same level. Right? So yeah, I've been there. Trust me, guys. Let's see here. DeAndre said, poor medium man. He think these ninjas know what hand stitching looks like. They do, because I got a video out on my page. I put a whole video out there on how to spot, the different, sets of ties. And I was very honest. All my ties are not Hermes, right? They're not House of Bijan. I have a couple of House of Bijan ties, right? Do y'all know what that is? You know where I bought those House of Bijan ties? I bought them in Abu Dhabi. My brother lives there. I buy ties from there. I buy ties from Hermes, Men's Warehouse, Joseph A. Bank, J.C. Penney's. I bought ties off Amazon. Whole video out there of this. So no, every tie that I wear is not expensive. And y'all don't even know the difference. The tie that I got the most compliments on was the black and white one. And I bought that from J.C. Penney's. It's one of those JF ones. So trying to help. So yeah, Sir Anthony, yes. MREs, yes. I had to live off MREs. You know what's funny? To save money, if I wasn't in competitive bodybuilding, I used to, competitive bodybuild from 2008 to 2015. And that was during the time frame where, I wasn't as high ranking and I was paying child support. So I had to make sure that I stayed in shape by spending money on the same stuff: chicken breast, broccoli, rice, brown rice, sweet potatoes, and steak if I had a little bit of extra money. And the reason why I did that is because I was broke, because I didn't have money like that. I had to pay child support. My daughter's mother surprised my ass with child support after I went on a short tour to Korea. Y'all know when you go in the Air Force, you go to Kunsan, you're not getting BAH. I didn't have the bread like that. So she was like, you know what? I'm going to show this N-word. She put me on child support. If you ever been in the military, have y'all ever got one of them blank ass $0 checks? Yes, I've been there, right? you thinking that you about to get paid and you about to go party, and that check say $0. You're like, well, shit. What I'm gonna do? How I'm gonna live? MREs it is. Chicken breast, brown rice, broccoli. My homeboy, the way I got my little red meat was he had bought some Bubba burgers and we had to exercise, and I actually ate some of his Bubba burgers to get my little red meat in there before I went to sleep. Red meat, Bubba burger, and sweet potatoes. Because it take a little while to digest, so you need that, while you sleep. So yes, I've been there. So this is the finished product, brothers. If you would have caught me a long ass time ago, yeah, I would have been struggling. Yeah, like you said, I remember the street. Yeah, I'm perfectly honest. So yeah, so I enjoy, the when I can spend the finer things, spend on the finer things, some of the shit that I like. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get that. And I'm gonna make sure she laces well. She comes first. So you treat me well. I don't need much. Y'all, man, a girl bought me some golf socks that said I tapped that, and they're green. And she also made me a little flower arrangement with some caramel corn, because I like caramel corn, with some soft chocolate chip cookies. What else she bought me? A whiskey glass with the little slot for the cigar. She bought me that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a simple guy. She know what I like. So if she was to go out there and try and find a Hermes tie that I like, she don't play around. She know that I like to pick those out or whatever ties, but she know what I like. So, and I've gladly compensated her with what I know that she like, heels and bags. So, brother, I don't need much. You know what I'm saying? And we budget for these things. And that's what I'm trying to get people to understand. Like, it's just not blind spending. I'm getting treated well, man. I don't have nothing to complain about. I'm good. So let's see here. IQ has said them $0 LES be the worst. Yeah. Oh, snaps, not the Bubba gas burgers. Yeah, man, I had to do it. Dang, an actually blank check. Yeah, it was definitely blank. $0. I had to go to the first sergeant. I was like, what happened? Why did it get paid? And if you don't know, in the military, they will definitely put, hey, they can garnish your funds. Like, the government can garnish your funds for child support. And I was caught off guard. I was like, man, what the hell? Why you put me on child support? Well, you wasn't paying me as much as I was used to. And I'm like, man, mother effer. Oh, man, Queese. So the struggle days were hard, but now we are up. Yeah, man. And I appreciate it. The struggle was real. Reese Johnson said, I tapped that golf socks. Genius. Hold on. Let me take a break. I'm going to show y'all. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to play some more music. I'm going to show y'all real quick. Hold on. All right. So look. You see that? I tapped that. I'm wearing these tomorrow on the golf course. I think we got good weather. It's been windy in Houston. So and then she bought me this nice little with the cigar, little indent right there. And then also this heavy duty coaster. It's got my initials on it. This is marble. So yeah, it goes like this, goes in here like this. Hold on. It fits in there like that. So hold on. Like that. Y'all see that? Okay. So yeah. Y'all want to see her gifts? Nah, I ain't gonna do it like that. Oh yeah, so yeah, and I'm good, man. I'm happy as hell. I can't complain at all. I enjoy coming on there, man. It's I love these Saturday shows. It's amazing. So let me go ahead and bring some of the chat up. So if you're a member, come on up, man. Members, any moderators, if y'all want to come on up for a couple minutes. Let's cook. All right. Put the link in there for a second so y'all can come up. If you won't, let me check the Cash Apps. All right, good to go. Cool. Got that. Cool. Let me see. Nick Kosi said in 2011, I went from making 76,000 to 3,500 after losing my job. It was tough for a while. Now I'm doing very well, man. Yeah, man. We all got these stories, man. You know, for the most part, you know, and we just had to buckle down and deal with it. And that's why I say, man, it's nobody really cares about what's going on with men in the world. And we just got to overcome, you know, certain things on our own, man. I mean, it is what it is. And, you know, yes, we got our friends care, you know, the people that love you care, but the society, nah, man. And that's why I try and put these health live streams up, because you rarely see Black men at the forefront of any, you know, preventative measures. And that's part of that is due to the lackluster efforts of my career field. And I will take, you know, accountability for that, you know, but I've been doing my best to try and push certain initiatives, and I'm pretty sure you guys have seen them, you know, moving forward. I've actually presented some of them with the, you know, Live to the Heartbeat initiatives and all this type of stuff, because Black men, like, we lead in a lot of, you know, particular categories, you know, some areas of cancer, you know, heart disease, you know, dying, you know, deleting early. Yeah. And you rarely see any initiatives direct, you know, are, you know, specifically for Black men. And that's why I always take time out to address these things, you know, moving forward. You know, and the next one is going to be on cancer screenings. You know, I want to make sure that Black men understand the importance of that, prostate cancer screenings. And I know it can be a little bit intrusive, but brothers, when I tell you, a lot of us are falling victim to it. And some of it could be caught early, you know, where you won't be left, you know, impotent and stuff like that. And yeah, we're going to definitely do a live stream on that, man. So, I mean, I enjoy it. So, but yeah, but I'm going to show you. So, I think the 3-point contest is tonight and the dunk contest. So yeah, so y'all get a chance to watch that. I think Steph Curry is having a 3-point shootout with, I think, a WNBA woman. Y'all seen that? And she elected to shoot from the men's 3-point line, if y'all didn't know that. So they're going to go head to head, and I guess it's supposed to be a big deal, men against women, and you know how they're going to spend this foolery. But yeah, man, but I think this was a great show. But yeah, but at the end of the day, the woman, Shera 7, the Sprinkle movement, it's really not much. It's not much more men can do to try and explain to women. And it's also not a lot that women can do to explain, because the information is already out there. And I know we got Mona in here. Mona does a great job trying to educate these young women. And that's why I kind of stay out of it, because I see that we have women like her. They're trying to put the message out there. They're trying to tell them. But if they don't listen, it's really nothing, you can do. And you just have to leave it as such. If they feel that it's going to help them get the results that they want, then at that point, I mean, it's out of your hands. It's out of your control, man. I don't want y'all wasting time. And again, I had to keep stressing this. Stop going to these women's channels and their pages commenting foolery. They don't care, man. They just going to use that as an example. Stay off them women's platforms and let them go ahead and hate black men as much as they want. Talk about swirling and all that food. Let them cook. It is what it is, man. And I know they come over on our spaces, but as you guys can see, I don't allow it on my page, but let them cook, man. They got to get that frustration out some way. So let's see. Dante Brian with the $5 super chat on the way out. Thank you, brother. I need Steph to win, because if the girl wins, we'll never hear the end of it. You know how they're going to spin this, man. And that's why they didn't do any challenges of saying, hey, the best, WNBA players play against the NBA players. Y'all know how that shit end. But shooting is kind of, I guess leveling the playing field. So y'all know how they're going to spin this foolery. I'm still waiting on that woman to respond as to what how many black men she think is gay, but nah, she didn't. But yeah, y'all go ahead, enjoy the rest of the weekend, man. We will definitely be back on Monday. You guys seen the show title? That's going to be a very important live stream, because one of the shaming tactics that I hear on these panel shows that I've been reviewing is the women who don't like black men. They'll say, well, what are y'all doing to protect us from the men that are doing all this stuff to black women? And we're going to address it thoroughly, mind you, very thoroughly. I got my thoughts on it, and we're gonna definitely cook. So please make sure you tune in on Monday for that live stream. This was a little bit lighthearted, but yeah, man, I think it's gonna be very beneficial for the black community, I think. So yeah, so let me get a couple comments. The last good man in Jersey, what's going on, brother? Said WNBA champs could beat a high school boys team. Oh, you said could not. Yeah, I was going to say for them. What's a white I want to say white boy, but a young white player. He's he cold. What's his name? Damn, I forgot his name. Damn. I forgot his name, but he cold. He cold. They ain't no way they beat them. Let's see here. IQS said Dr. T.S.I. Johnson did a stream on the numbers a year ago. I'll drop that link in the comments. Oh, okay. Yeah. Like I said, yes, I'm gonna bring up some numbers, but I'm just Cooper Flag. There we go. That's his name. Thank you. The Ting Boats. Appreciate it. Yeah, Cooper Flag. Hey, he cold. Hey. You put him against the WNBA players. Oh, it's curtains. It's lights out. He get 50, 60, 70. He cold. But yeah, I'm just, from a logical point of view. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just a stupid rebuttal to, try and get black men off the path. Like, what are you doing? I'm not going to get into it yet, but I got something cooking. But yeah, we're going to get into it. But yeah, y'all finish, enjoy the rest of the weekend. Again, thank you to everyone who sent in cash apps and or super chats. And a special thank you to C-Man for showing out once again with that $300 super chat, man. I greatly appreciate it. Like I said, you definitely always help me upgrade the platform, as all of you do, man. I really appreciate it. I know you guys see my volunteer and, donation efforts. I posted them on the community tab if you want to see what I typically donate to every year. I try and make sure that I donate to a black-owned business every month. So yeah, man, we doing a lot. So I greatly appreciate y'all supporting the platform. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will be back here on Monday. Greatly appreciate the support, y'all. I'm out. Hopefully you learned something today. I did from you guys as well. So Medium Man out. Peace. Thank you.
you've been. Magic, madness, heaven, sin, forever. Has to meet you where you've been. Magic, madness, heaven, sin.
Marcus Murray.
Reckless. Has to meet you where you've been. Magic, madness, heaven, sin, forever. Has to meet you where you've been. Magic, madness, heaven, sin, reckless. Has to meet you where you've been. Magic, madness, heaven, sin, forever. Has to